Let's get into the offense for the Houston Texans, and let's start with what is the most intriguing position group this offseason. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Lead. Your host, as always, Harley Dugan. Let's get into what I believe is the most intriguing position group that the Houston Texans have, and it is the offensive line. You have now solidified your left tackle in Laremy Tunsil this offseason with an extension. You have Titus Howard as your other right tackle. Both of them, boom, bookend tackles. Not many teams in the NFL can say that. Then you went ahead and just gave Shaq Mason an extension. You solidified him till 2026. Not many teams in the NFL can say they got two bookend tackles and a right guard to go with it. So because you have those three positions locked down as of right now, to me, Laremy Tunsil being arguably best left tackle in the league. Shaq Mason can argue that he's the best right guard in this league. And then Titus Howard, who we've seen had much success at the right tackle position. Definitely a prove-it-year deal for him because this is his last year on the contract for 2023. So I expect a good year out of him. We've seen him in the past lockdown guys, TJ Watts, many others. Okay, so you got bookend left tackles. You got a right guard. I'm telling you right now, just like that, there's many teams in the NFL that cannot say they have that. So automatically, I'm already saying this offensive line can be a top 20 and push to top 15 offensive lines in this league. Let me finish though. Left guard, you got Kenyon Green, a developmental guard that we saw last year struggled a lot in the NFL. This is his rookie year, okay? And he definitely had a very bad stretch of games where he was going up against the cream of the crop. All right, the best of the best when it comes to defensive tackles on the interior. They were eating him up. I mean, that's just needless to say. I'm sure he could say the same thing. Kenyon Green, though, I believe, can improve into being a really good left guard for this Houston Texans team. And what can really help him is I've already seen him lost a lot of weight. He's rebuilt himself a little bit in terms of how he looks. No more of that baby weight. That was named a lot from local media, is that he had a lot of baby weight. Seeing him at the draft party definitely didn't look like a lot of baby weight now. Definitely looks like a little bit more muscle to him. All right, looks a little more absolute. All right, I did not mind. Yeah, I was checking out Kenyon Green.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, guilty as charged. I need him to be a badass left guard. Okay, so excuse me, damn it. Kenyon Green, I think, is going to be a really good left guard for the future of the Houston Texans. And in the offensive scheme of a wide zone, we've seen average to even some below average offensive linemen come into this scheme. And I'll just take the Texans whenever we implemented it with Gary Kubiak, bringing a Mike Brazel who was... He was all right. He was an average lineman. Ended up being a Pro Bowler in this scheme. Wade Smith didn't really have a set position with the New York Jets. Comes here, plug him in at guard. Boom, Pro Bowler. So with that being said, I believe Kenyon Green can be a really good guard for this team. That only leaves your center position. And as of right now, it should be Juice Scruggs. All right, you traded up in the second round to get him. He fits the scheme perfectly. And when you take a look at, and credit to Cody Johnson, make sure you're following him and make sure you're watching his YouTube videos on the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and drop that subscription down below. You're not going to want to miss it. Juice Scruggs was interviewed by the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. And that right there already tells you that they were looking at him for their offensive line scheme, which is a wide zone run scheme. He fits it perfectly. I have no problem with it. I think he's going to be a really solid player for the Houston Texans. And all of that is in conclusion to say the Houston Texans will have a top 10 offensive line this year. I am expecting a really good year from this offensive line, and I think they can get up to being a top 10 offensive line. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed day.